Notifica is the Spanish word for notification, according to Collins Dictionary, and is the name of the free new app that sends messages that are pre-programmed to set contacts to alert them if a friend, family member, or client is being detained by Immigration and Customs Enforcement. These quick and immediate messages to family, friends, and lawyers are meant to make the progress of being detained a bit easier, therefore creating less stress to the detainee. Notifica was created by engineer Natalie Margolis and her team at Huge, Inc. and was created to assist illegal immigrants in the event of Immigration and Customs Enforcement arresting them. The digital agency Huge, Inc. is partnered with the organisation United We Dream, which is a minority community fighting for illegal immigrant safety and who promotes the use of this app. After debuting in January 2017, the app launched in March, a few months after the latest president, Donald Trump, was elected. This caused fear in the people of illegal status and was the prompting that caused Margolis to find a solution. An example of a competitor to Notifica is the Cell 411 app. Seen on the website Cell, the Cell 411 app has a broader scope in who it was designed for. With live broadcasting available, panic button, and information, it's accessible to anyone with a smartphone. Notifica was made just for illegal immigrants who feel threatened with deportation and separation from family. Both apps are, however, free and available for Android and Apple phones. However, since Notifica is primarily aimed at Mexican illegals, the app is available in Spanish and gives clear design instructions on what to do if ICE comes. It also clears any history of any contacts and alerts from the app itself once the panic button is activated, stopping authorities from looking into it and finding other undocumented immigrants they're connected to. Despite Cell 411 being a suitable panic app for broad emergencies, Notifica is very concentrated on the niche market of illegal Mexican immigrants in America. This innovative invention targets the people in the United States. However, when the target market is narrowed down more precisely, marketing strategies are more effective. When marketing this app to the public, numerous concepts would have had to be deliberated by Huge, Inc. and United We Dream to ensure its success. These are the macro environment and micro environment influences, demographic and psychographic segmentations, and the marketing mix. From a marketing perspective, the macro environment concept can be applied. The macro environment is the unavoidable variables that affect the opportunities and threaten problems to the company. According to the Oxford College of Marketing, the 6 factors in the macro environment are the demographical, economical, natural, technological, political, and cultural. The political variable within the macro environment is the laws and agencies that influence groups under their governance. This is the most important to the creation of Notifica because of the huge government shift in the United States of America. Donald J. Trump was elected President of the United States in January 2017, and soon after, numerous ICE raids were happening in the homes of immigrants, and immigration raids caused copious amounts of stress, fear, and paranoia in people that are living in America, even if they do not need to be afraid of detention. Pew Research Center published the alarming rate that immigration raids increased under Trump's presidency. An approximate 30,000 increased number of raids was recorded since Trump took office after Obama. Looking at this graph, the noticeable incline in raids is evident and gives a reason why Margolis and her team took action against the new political influence when they did. Despite arresting raids having been around before Donald Trump was elected president, people felt more insecure because the president's stance was harsher, allowing authorities to sweep up collateral arrests, which allowed illegal immigrants to be arrested if they happened to be on the property, even if they had not had a warrant issued on them. ICE was arresting more illegal immigrants in much less time than before, and even law-abiding refugees have no clemency. Following Trump's election, over 680 illegal immigrants were arrested over the span of a week, and this political stance has impacted this Notifica audience because there was an increased number of hotline calls to United We Dream because of ICE using fear raids as a tactic. Furthermore, numerous human rights violations are breached in these arrests because, as stated in the Universal Declaration of Human Rights, Article 9, all people are safe from arbitrary arrest, Article 16, Number 3, family as a fundamental group is entitled to protection by society and state, and Article 12 states that no one should be subjected to any breach of arbitrary interference in their privacy, home, family, or correspondence. Segmentation in marketing is the 4 different individual segments that can narrow down target audiences by catering to specific variables. These variables are demographic, geographic, psychographic, and behavioral. The demographic segmentation in marketing is the personal attributes of a target audience, such as age, family size, sex, income, occupation, and nationality. The demographic perspective for this innovative product is primarily based around people who worry about being unable to contact their family if they are arrested for lack of documentation, as seen by this Wired article. Natalie Margolis herself said that these people being detained are still parents that need to look after their children, and they are friends and family of people that need to know what's happening to them. And over 2,000 children were separated from their parents when the zero tolerance policy of undocumented immigrants was enforced. According to the Migration Policy Institution, approximately 11 million people in the US are undocumented, and 53% of those are from Mexico. Furthermore, 31% of people have a US citizen child under 18, and 7% of these people have children under 18 that's undocumented. Over 3 million of these illegal immigrants are part of a family that are in danger of deportation or detention. This demonstrates why Notifica is aimed at their certain target audience, because there are so many people to cater to and therefore a bigger usage consumer rate. Now moving on to the second important segmentation of the Notifica app. The psychographic elements are the motives, interests, values, beliefs of a segment of people. The number of mobile apps in 2017 was around 2.1 million in Google Play's App Store and approximately 2 million in Apple's App Store, which means there's a lot of sifting to get through to find what you're looking for. As seen on this graph, people are more likely to spend time on digital means of entertainment and even more likely to use their mobile phones to access it. Notifica is an app with its intention of communicating to others in a time of crisis, and this indicates that people are more likely to find and access Notifica through their mobile phones. Maslow's hierarchy of needs are 5 separate levels of what we as people need. The most important need is the physiological needs of food and water, and the second most is the level of safety and protection. According to Maslow, a person is more likely to adhere to the needs in order of the structure. Illegal immigrants have access to food and water through America's high functionality. However, seen as previously from the Guardian News Journal, fear overrides everything for these refugees. United We Dream and Huge Inc.'s entire promotional idea is that illegal immigrants will be more secure with the safety of themselves and their family. Promising to cater to this common public need is a forceful drive and an effective marketing strategy, as the public are the ones trying to be persuaded to use this product. A marketing concept found in the University of London textbook, Principles of Marketing, is the microenvironment, which consists of 5 factors: suppliers, consumers, competitors, marketing intermediaries, and publics. Relating back to the Notifica app, the microenvironment factor, publics, is what the app heavily relies on. The public comprises of the people that take an interest in the company's ability to reach its objectives, and the undocumented community is what United We Dream tries to build relationships with. One of the founders of Notifica and a leader of a team of technology experts, Adrian Rayner, was an undocumented immigrant himself when the new Trump policy launched. So as a man who understands what the feeling of uncertainty is like, he keeps himself as somewhat of a spokesperson for the app of United We Dream. Rayner said, "With Notifica, everyday people will have one more tool at their disposal to organize their friends and family to defend each other from detention and deportation. Notifica continues to be a secure app, and today's updates include new guides for folks to learn, plan, and act with calm and confidence." This appeals to the citizen action publics as a charity organization and local public for community support. Even in the marketing mix, people are very important to ensuring great success. The extension of the marketing mix, according to Armstrong's textbook Principles of Marketing, is product, placement, price, promotion, people, physical evidence, and process. These 7 Ps can be applied to Notifica, as firstly, the product is available to all smartphones free of charge. Large numbers of news articles and the promotion of the app on the founding site are the perfect places for large numbers of consumers to view and get an understanding of the founders, their purpose, and their story. The United We Dream is a communication vehicle for undocumented immigrants as well. The Notifica website also emphasizes the process of downloading and using the app as simple and easy to understand, as well as learning information on their rights, and the Magenta magazine reported the app as a winner of the 2017 hackathon that it was first introduced through and described the creators as some of the best and brightest talents. This evidence of the app's popularity at hackathon showcases its quality and usability. By summarizing the whole unique marketing strategy, one can come to the conclusion that these few concepts of macro and micro environment, demo and psychographic segmentations, and the extended marketing mix have played a role in furthering the knowledge about Notifica to consumers, giving them an option to use to feel protected from Trump's new policy and highlighting Notifica's benefits. The political element found in the macro environment is the strongest component in the creation and highlights the need and creates demand. The intended demographic is proven to be primarily Mexican undocumented immigrants because of the Spanish translation option on the app and where the company is directing their promotions. Psychographic elements are directed to the motives of the audience and knowing where the consumer's priorities are. The microenvironment element, Publix, is where Notifica gets their promotion and acknowledgement. And finally, the marketing mix is the factors that tie together the marketing strategy by carefully using all 7 Ps to promote the use of this app.